Okay, let's go to page 348 and start with number 21. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our ABCs together. So A, B, C, okay, and small a, small b, small c. Okay, so gamma is the C, so it'd be 80.3 degrees, and A is 14.5 millimeters, and C is 10.0 millimeters. Okay, so you got two of the same letters, so let's use the law of sine. Okay, so let's do sine A over A equal to sine C over C. Multiply both sides by A. So this will cancel out. So sine A equal to 14.5 times sine of 80.3 degrees divided by 10.0. Okay, so let's go and get that. So 80.3 sine times 14.5 divided by 10 equal. Okay, so we're going to have a problem because sine A equal to 1.429, and then if you go second sine, it gives you error. Okay, so that means this triangle is impossible, so there'd be no solution. Okay. Okay, let's go to next one. Let's go to 23. Okay, so you can get your information together. Okay, so alpha is 46.3 and gamma is 105.5 degrees and B is 643 meters. Okay, so right away we can get the angle B. So 180 minus 46.3 minus 105.5 equal. Okay, so angle B is 71.5 degrees. Okay. Oh, double check. Nope, doesn't look right. Okay, 180 minus 105.5 minus 46.3 is 28.2. So didn't enter the numbers correctly. So angle B is 28.2 degrees. Okay, so once we get the angles, now we can go ahead and use a law of sine to look for the length. When you use a law of sine to look for length, you don't worry about second case. Like I say, you only have to worry about second case is when you use a law of sine to get the biggest angle. Okay, so A over sine A equal to B over sine B. Multiply both sides by sine A. So this will cancel out. So A equal to 643 times sine of 46.3 degrees divided by sine of 28.2 degrees. So A is going to be equal to, get a calculator, 46.3 sine times by 643 equal divided by 28.2 sine equal, you're going to get 983.74. Okay, so when you bring it up here, you have to run out to the nearest integer, so it'd be 984 meters. Okay. Okay, to find C, you do the same thing. So C over sine C equal to B over sine B. Multiply both sides by sine C. Okay, and to cancel that. So C is equal to 643 times by Sine of C is 105.5 degrees. Divided by sine of B is 28.2 degrees. Okay, so get your calculator. So 105.5 sine multiplied by 643 equal divided by 28.2 sine of that equal 118.59. So when I give you one, we give you let me see. Okay, double check again. C always okay. Sine B, sine C. Okay, let me double check my math again. The reason I know it doesn't look right because this is 118, okay? And okay, this is the biggest angle, should be long, so this should be the longest side. So I probably entered something wrong, so let me double check. 105.5 sine times by 643 equal divided by 28.2 sine equal, okay. So that's why you also have to check, make sure it's correct. Okay, so it'd be 1311.21. Okay, now so you run off to the nearest integer, so it'd be 1311. Well, this is 3 significant digits, so if you go 3 significant digits, it would be 1310. Okay, so this would be insignificant. So again, 3 significant digits, so you only run up to 3 digits. So this would be 0. Okay. Okay. Next one. Okay, number 25. Okay, so let's go A, B, C. A, B, C. So A is 12.2 meters. B is 16.7 and C is 30.0 meters. Okay, so this one you do a quick check. You can see that this is no solution. Okay, the reason for that is because the longer side is longer than the other two. So in other words, you got 2 short sides and you got 1 really long one. Okay, so you're not going to be able to make a triangle out of it. So these 2 combined is still shorter than this, so you're not going to be able to form a triangle. Okay, so this case is no solution. So sometimes you have to do a quick check, so you don't even have to waste your time doing all this. But if you don't see that when you try to use it in a formula, you're going to end up with an error and you're going to get no solution. Okay, so again, these 2, in order to get a triangle, the 2 shorter side have to be longer than the longer side. So that way you get two shorter side, and you see that these 2 have to be longer than that one in order to form a triangle. If your 2 sides are too short, it's not going to be able to cover that long side. You're not going to be able to have a triangle. Okay. So again, the sum of the 2 have to be greater than the third side. Okay, 27. I'm going to use a new sheet because 27 has 2 possibilities. Okay, 27. You got A, B, C. You got small a, small b, small c. Okay, so alpha is 46.7 degrees. Small a is 18.1 yard. Small b is 22.6 yards. Okay. So you got 2 of the same letters, so you have to use the law of sine. So you have to look this one first. So sine b over b equal to sine a over a. So multiply both sides by b to cancel out. So sine b equal to 22.6 for the b, because sine of a is 46.7 degrees. Divided by a is 18.1. So So get your calculator. Okay, so 46.7 sine times by 22.6 equal, divided by 18.1 equal. Okay, so sine B is equal to 0.9087. So angle B equal to, so second sine of that will give you 65.327. Okay, so you run off, you give you 65.3 degrees. Okay, so that's your B1. Okay, so right away you have to get your B2. So 180 minus that will give you 114.67. Okay, so right away I need to get a B2. I can stop over here. Don't worry about C yet. Okay, you need to go and get these things taken care of first. So 18.1 yards, 22.6 yards, and A is 46.7, and B2 would be 114.7 degrees. Okay? Okay. So once we get that, now we can go back and do this. We can find the angle C. So to find angle C, you go 180 minus the angle A, 46.7, okay, minus 65.3 equal, and it will give you 68.0 degree. And to find C, you can use a law of sine. So you go C over sine C equal to, I'm going to use A over sine A. Multiplied by sine C on both sides to cancel out. So C equal to, small a is 18.1. Now remember you're doing this side, okay? So make sure you don't get the two mixed up. So 18.1 times sine of C would be 68 degrees over sine A, 46.7 degrees. Okay, so C will equal to, so 68 sine times 18.1 equal, divided by 46.7 sine equal, would be 23.059. So when I bring up here would be 23.1 yards. Okay? So you have to run off to one decimal place. Okay, for the second triangle, again to find C, you use 180 minus 46.7 minus 114.7 equal 18.6 degrees. Okay, and then this one here, I can use C over sine C equal to A over sine A. Multiply both sides by sine C. So this will cancel out. So C equal to, A is 18.1. Sine of C is 18.6 degrees. Sine A is 46.7 degrees. So C will equal to, so get your calculator, enter everything in there. So 18.6 sine times by 18.1 equal, divided by 46.7 sine of that equal, you get 7.9326. So when you put over there, you're going to get 7.93 yards. So you get three significant digits. So you get 3 digits. Okay, and that's it for number 27. Okay, let's go to number 29. got A, B, C. Okay, this one alpha is 36.5 degrees, and beta equals to 72.4 degrees, and gamma is 71.1 degrees. Okay, so in this case, you only give it 3 angles and you don't have any length. So in this case, you're going to have a infinite number of solutions. The reason for that, because when you have 3 angles, think about equilateral triangle. You can have equilateral triangle if 3 angles are given. Okay, you can have a bigger one of exactly same angles. You can even have a bigger one, right? So just think about the case of the equilateral triangle, right? So you can have you have infinite number of triangles with the same angles, okay? And so because you don't have any length, so you can have all similar triangles, infinite number of it. Okay, so you cannot just nail down to one triangle. And because that you can have infinite number of it, just different sizes with all the exactly same angles. And that's the reason you have infinite number of solutions. Okay.